Keo mohetwe dire sehwahwe. Tabang Maoto Selome. Samuel Vulindlela Shava. Jeffrey Shane. Nosizwe Eva Shumba. Vuyokazi Sigodi. Megan Smiley. Michaela Kennethia Snyders with distinction in sociology. Sinazo Sobekwa. Kamva Sogni. Uyanda Watolo Sondlo with distinction in organizational psychology. Michael Anthony Steele. Alexa Stewart with distinction in psychology. Megan Allison Stirk. Larato Swatboy. Gemma Hope Thomas. Selene Tucci with distinctions in human kinetics and ergonomics and organizational psychology. Chwayita Vusani. Sarah Jane Margaret Walker. Timothy Paul Westwood. Christopher Whiting. Nadezhda Volnik. Younger Harbour. Mandilake Zabo. Asapila Ayubalela Zani. Spongile Zamakukhle Zwane. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours on the following candidates. Catherine Rose Barnard. Chloe Kayla Bennett. Cleo Taylor Bennett. George Thomas Berry. Tana Lee Blumberg. Nicholas Stewart Cox. Jose Antonio da Costa. Alexander Dale da Silva. Cameron David Doyle. Fiona Jane Drummond in Economics and Geography with distinction. Oliver Justin February in English with distinction. Abby Fellows Smith. Kirsty Ann Fleming. Bessie Agnes Mapula Gabashane. Daniel Jordan Hartley in Philosophy with distinction. Masingole Patrick Heshu. Tina Ntombifikile Hachwayo. Kathleen Jennings in English with distinction. Andrea Gabby Carter. Chad Keats in African Vertebrate Biodiversity with distinction. Sitelo Nhlakanipo Kuzwayo. Wesley Agostino Kukamu. Rebecca Deneo Makaka. Rufaro Kuku Anet Manzira. Kudzai Elisa Marisa in psychology with distinction. Brendan Marks in English and philosophy with distinction. Zizipo Babalwa Masiza. Nontokozo Nhobile Ndima. Sarah Jessie Middleton in organisational psychology with distinction. Ian Michael Mills. Hlumela Palesa Mkabile. Darren Lee Moore. Kalista Mamolesana Mosenene. Carla Mostert in drama with distinction. Malik Musumba. Aviwe Mvabaza. Fundiswa Primrose Mzileni. Divina Naidu. Kirani Nashai. Unati Ndlelantle Ngada. Ntombovuyo Ngapu in African languages with distinction. Guguletu Ayanda Nkosi. Kanyisa Nomoi. Sanele Nshingana in African languages with distinction. Umduduzi Kennedy Nshingila. Justine Owais. Keegan Timothy Pretorius in English and Philosophy with distinction. Rajuli. Nomta Rajuli. Nina Reinach in English with distinction. Babalwa Resha in African languages with distinction. Melissa Ann Rudman in Psychology with distinction. Dumisani Tinashi Samaneka. Hayden Stewart Searle in Human Kinetics and Ergonomics with distinction. Michael William Simons. Coletta Keza Simungu. Bukhle Siwendu. Michaela Sloan. Daniela Sounds in Psychology with distinction. Jordan Daniel Steer in English with distinction. Megan Courtney Swain. Zoe Lauren Simeonidis. Fiona Thistlewhite in Psychology with distinction. Agrinet Nontozamo Tsetse. Lindiwe Tsope in Sociology with distinction. Kara van der Merwe. Jacqueline Patricia van Rensburg. Tamarin Fisser in Psychology with distinction. Thomas Peter Fucht. Andrew Robert Wedderburn. Michaela Susan Weifenbach in philosophy with distinction. Chelsea Wilkin in English and Political and International Studies. Keenan Cameron Williams. Okay. Sarah Meredy Yates in English with distinction. Olwetu Zeleni. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Master of Arts on the following candidates. Olutobi Elijah Akingbade. Fuad Martin Asfour in creative writing with distinction. Yanda Bango. Elretha Bartlett in counselling psychology with distinction. Guillaume Jacobus Wolfhard Bezeidenhout. Sean James Bosman. Jacqueline Michelle Carlisle in Linguistics and Applied Language Studies with distinction. Mpumelelo Herbert Thilibe in Creative Writing with distinction. Lauren Concha. Perishka Maxine Kupu in Psychology with distinction. Courtney Lee de Barros. Tessa Ann Dean in Clinical Psychology with distinction. Sipo Solomon Dlamini. Christopher David Montague Edley in English with distinction. Jeffrey Keith Weiston Embling. Michaela Nhondo Erskog. Raylene Flanagan. Tamlin Luann Foote. Gordon John Foster in Linguistics and Applied Language Studies with distinction. Zukile Anthony Fundakubi. Vangile Zamaziyeka Gansho in Creative Writing with distinction. Bridget Claire Hanna in Social Policy with distinction. Michael William James. Francis Kapiri. Mapopa Charles Kaunda. Hannah Chirukwe Kirkaldi in Philosophy with distinction. Oluwatosin Samuel Kolowole in Creative Writing with distinction. Gina Candice Laurie in Counselling Psychology with distinction. Welcome Mandla Leshivha. Lara Littleford in Art History with distinction. Sipasichle Polkadot Masango. Avuyile Maselwa in Sociology with distinction. Snatemba Fikile Mavuso. Nonsi Kalelo Mazwai in Creative Writing with distinction. Nonheba Bianca Mklauli in African Languages with distinction. Ragshanda Mohammed in Clinical Psychology with distinction. Hunadi Sankoane Moifo. Andrew Mukuka Mulenga. Inutu Mushambatwa. Yanela Ndabula, in psychology with distinction. Lichle Mchobozi. Bianca Jewel Phillips, in philosophy with distinction. Catherine Querapel. Shan Angarad Rees. Brianne Nicola Robb, in geography with distinction. Kayla Rue, in journalism and media studies with distinction. Caitlin Yvette Ribko. Dedani Zizwe Shabalala. Gillian Sabia. Philip Eric John Salter, in English with distinction. Ntombi Zikona Valela. Carl Wurz, in counseling psychology with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on the following candidates. Priscilla Ann Boshoff, in journalism and media studies. Drawing on cultural criminological understandings of crime as culture and recognising the media's role in defining what constitutes crime, this thesis investigates how the popular South African tabloid newspaper Daily Sun produces the particular world of Sunland. By focusing on people's justice, the police, gender relations and witchcraft crimes, it presents a pioneering post-colonial critique of the range of complex relationships relevant to the tabloid's readers and their post-apartheid social lives. Congratulations. Ronald Chipika in Political and International Studies. Contrary to common assumptions about Africa's supplicant role in international relations, this thesis shows that relations with China indicate a form of dependent African agency that involves both leverage and bargaining. The thesis finds that African agency is optimised by various factors, including the involvement of African civil society actors. Congratulations. Athena Kopteros in geography. The candidate has produced groundbreaking transdisciplinary research across human geography, water resource science, and dance movement therapy. Her beautiful prose matches the eloquent visuals that accompany this work. She explored water-related trauma in South Africa and elicited themes that she used to guide a transdisciplinary research team. The team cooperatively explored themes through movement, and the results provide a gateway to engage directly with people who experience water deprivation. Congratulations. Yeah, I'll read it myself. Okay. Okay. Miriam Nosipiwo Ganiso. In African languages, sorry. This thesis presents the history of South African Sign Language against the backdrop of language planning and argues for a bilingual isiXhosa sign language pedagogy. It critiques language in education policy and teaching pedagogies in Eastern and Western Cape Deaf schools. The research looks at sign language across Europe, Africa, and the United States of America. The thesis argues for the inclusion of sign language as a 12th official language in order to give political will to the use of sign language in education. Congratulations. Grace Esa Osa Idahosa in Political and International Studies. This thesis examines perhaps the most important question in all of social science, namely the relationship between external social constraints on human action and human agency. Revealing her mastery of the difficult technique of in-depth qualitative interviewing, the candidate explores how individuals in a particular historical and social setting are able to act in order to effect change despite the obstacles they encounter. The thesis's strength lies in the fluency with which it brings together a sophisticated body of social theory with the depth, richness, and nuance of individual localized experience. Congratulations. Leonard Eric Kelly in History. This study explores the history of the Grahamstown Teacher Training College from its inception until its closure. An independent college for the training of women founded by Mother Cecil, it was owned by the Anglican Community of the Resurrection of Our Lord. Also an aided college of the Cape Education Department, it was run entirely by women and existed for 81 years. Congratulations. Chlesi Welsh Kunju in African languages. Yes, he's the guy you saw earlier. The research provides important new knowledge about the language of the 200,000 Amaxhosa, Amamfengu descendants who have lived in Zimbabwe since the late 1800s. It is worthy of note and celebration that this is the first doctoral thesis written in isiXhosa at Rhodes University. Lotisisi yeo kuqala yesidanga sobukikra ebalwe ngesi Xhosa Rhodes. Inika ulwazi ngemvelaphi yamaXhosa angama mfengu ai 200,000 ayukuhlala eZimbabwe nge 1800s. Ihlalucha ulwimi nembali yawo yaye ibonisa indlela yokuphila yolwimi lwabantu abangasosininzi eZimbabwe. Congratulations. Jacqueline Eli Lotter in Psychology. Children affected by domestic mobility or movement between households include not only orphans, but those whose families are struggling with famine, war, poverty, illness, or death. This research explored the meanings that domestic mobility had for South African children currently living in grandmother-headed households in and around Alice in the Eastern Cape. While children were found to be excluded from decision-making about their mobility, they contributed to household survival and formed mutually beneficial attachment relationships in their new environments. To support their resilience, the research argued for multi-level systemic interventions and for scaffolding potentially traumatic processes with children before events happened. Congratulations. Shu Ji Ma in English Language and Linguistics. Ellipsis is an instance of language use in which specific meanings are conveyed without overt use of words. The candidate provides a unified account of this phenomenon through a detailed and careful analysis of two typologically distinct languages, Mandarin and Isixhosa, within Chomsky's minimalist framework, and demonstrates that universal constraints regulate ellipsis across languages. The study is novel in both its empirical and theoretical contribution to syntax and typological studies. Congratulations. Andile Ernest Mafrika. I should draw the audience's attention to the gentleman that's just sitting to the left of the Chancellor. He's our President of Convocation, and his name is Peter Chobiso Mtuze. Keep that in mind. This thesis explores the concept of Mphahlele's African humanism against the backdrop of the life and work of Peter Chobiso Mtuze, well-known author of Isixhosa books, critic, academic, and spiritual leader. Mtuze's commitment to the collective rather than the individual is clearly illustrated, suggesting that his early life of struggle, his belated development as an acclaimed academic, as well as his spiritual growth, are all intertwined and underpinned by African humanism and an Afrocentric ethos. Congratulations. Sipokazi Magadla. In political and international studies. This international relations thesis on war and gender uses life history interviews with women who fought the apartheid state to demonstrate the different spaces from within which women fought and the methods they used. Uniquely, it goes on to focus on women ex-combatants' experiences in post-apartheid South Africa and how many still deserve recognition. Congratulations.